You're watching Fugitive Red-Eye, and welcome to another movie review. Today I'll be reviewing Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie. I'm doing two versions of this review, a spoiler version and a non-spoiler version. They'll be very much the same video, only having different summaries of the plot. Plus, the spoiler version will have more analysis, because some of my critiques do involve plot points that would be considered spoilers. But this is the non-spoiler version, so here we go. Hey Arnold, the Jungle Movie involves Arnold and his class taking a trip to San Lorenzo, which is the place where his parents disappeared. Along the way, they'll come across pirates, treasure, and all sorts of fun mishaps. This movie involves a lot of good jokes and a lot of action. That's pretty much all I can say without being too spoilery, because I'm trying my best here. But anyway, let's move on to my actual analysis. So, let's start with the plot. I think the plot was excellent. This is a plot we've been waiting for nearly 10 years, because the Jungle Movie was supposed to be made back in '98, if I'm not mistaken. So the plot is very much what it needed to be, and it's exactly what I wanted it to be. And most of the original cast returned. There were, of course, people who had died, gotten too old to do their voices anymore, and things like that, but overall, it had a lot of the original actors. This movie's tone was just like the show. It has a lot of emotion and a lot of good humor. It has a lot of that '90s humor. A little thing I do want to note, though, is this has clearly made the show anachronistic now. If you don't know what anachronistic means, it means it has plot elements from different time periods that contradict each other, so it can't take place in either time period. For instance, Big Bob still runs a beeper emporium, yet cell phones and Wi-Fi are a thing. Smartphones, to be specific, because Rhonda has a smartphone. Which actually leads to my favorite joke in the whole movie, ironically. Which, if you're watching the non-spoiler version, you're hearing me say this, and I'm not going to mention that joke just because it does have a potential spoiler. Another thing is as with always in Hey Arnold, the best of the humor always comes from the side characters. If you don't know, my favorite character in Hey Arnold has always been Brainy, followed closely by Curly. You get plenty of Brainy and Curly in this movie, though. Brainy's actually very important to the plot, and of course, if you're watching the non-spoiler version, then you're hearing me say this, and I'm leaving that detail out. My only real criticism of this is there's a couple other characters I think should have gotten more screen time, such as Oscar. I love Oscar, but he wasn't really relevant to the plot at all. I liked that this movie had a lot of callbacks to previous episodes. They recreated famous scenes like the turtle, and they mentioned the Pigeon Man and a few other things. But anyway, the Jungle Movie is a perfect throwback to Hey Arnold, and it feels like another episode. But anyway, yeah, that's my review of the Jungle Movie. I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone should check it out if they get the chance. This has been Fugitive Red-Eye, and you have a great day.